And back to that breaking news that we're following for you tonight. A retired Memphis police detective was found dead outside of his Southwest Memphis home this morning.
Memphis police say officers responded to a man down call at 8 in the morning.
Police say that this woman right here used a retired MPD officer's phone to cash app herself $1,500 after that retired officer collapsed and died almost right before her.
He had outreach ministries to young people within the community, right 3 blocks away, Westwood Community Center. And now they just lost a mentor.
And we are back with another one, my fellow true crime family. I am the Mysterious Black Bandit, and let me welcome you on this journey through the most perplexing and mystifying cases on YouTube. You guys already know what I need you to do. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on none of these videos when I upload. Alright, now you won't want to miss out on this one, so stop what you're doing, sit back, relax, if you can, and check this story out. On July 9th, 2023, 57-year-old Mark Lesure, a retired police officer, was standing outside his Memphis, Tennessee home on 4200 block of Falcon Street when him and 27-year-old Shuntae Daniels had a small argument. Allegedly, Shuntae begins yelling and demanding him to give her gas money for their travel. So Mark calmly walks in the house and retrieves a $10 bill and heads back out to give it to her. Once he made it back outside, Mark starts to hold his chest, and after a while, he just collapsed on the ground. Shuntae, who was just standing there watching, grabs her phone and calls 911, but for some reason, she hung up as the dispatcher answered the phone. Now, once the police and paramedics made it over to the scene, they saw Mark lying on the ground, not breathing, so they immediately run over to him to try to resuscitate him, but after a few minutes had went by, there was nothing they could do, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. Not knowing exactly how he died and wanting more answers, investigators gathered all the surveillance footage they could find around the area, and this is when they found the shocking truth. This video showed Mark standing outside with a female suspect, which was Shuntae, and all of a sudden, Mark collapsed on the ground because he was having a heart attack. Instead of Shuntae running over to help him or immediately calling the ambulance, she runs inside his house, and minutes later, she emerges out of his house with his cell phone and wallet. Now, if you think that was the end, check this out. While Mark was lying there unconscious or possibly dead, she goes through his phone and sends herself $1,500 from his account, making several $200 transfers. The investigator stated that she was then seen on the video making a phone call and could be heard saying, "We are going to see who knows the law." This prompted investigators to go look at the Memphis Police Department call log, and this is when they found Shuntae's phone number. On July 11, 2023, the police found out where Shuntae's child's father lived, so they rushed over to his house to see if they could catch her, but had no luck.
I told them exactly what she told me, so then he was like, "Is she a good person or is she a bad person?" If she a good person, she just been in some messed up situation.
Now, assuming Shuntae had found out that the police were actually looking for her, she later turned herself into the homicide office. In her statement, she admitted to having an argument with Mark and demanded money for gas, and also told them that he went inside the home and returned with a $10 bill, but as soon as he got next to the car, he collapsed before giving it to her. So she decides to go inside his house and steal his Samsung cell phone and wallet, which had $100 in it, then walked over to his body, went through his pockets and checked for any money, and took the $10 bill that was lying on the ground beside him. After shamelessly robbing the corpse of a former Memphis detective, Shuntae took the money and splurged on beauty treatments like getting her nails and hair done, on top of buying herself some expensive shoes. What in the heck is this world coming to? Mark Lesure was a 20-year veteran of the force who was well known within his community. Then when the Tyre Nichols incident happened, he spoke with the New York Times and slammed the police that were in question. He stated, "Human beings, man, that's what happens. They let their emotions get the best of them, and there were no veteran police officers there to stop them." He continued, "Usually when vets are there, things go differently because we have the experience to say, I understand you're mad, but you gotta stop. You can't do this. It isn't right." As of today, Shuntae Daniels is being held on a $1,000 bond and has been appointed an attorney by the judge and is set to appear in court on Thursday. All right, family, that will be it for today. And thank you all so much for watching. Go ahead and do your boy a favor and hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. And until next time, stay mysterious, my friend.